Nobody ever robs restaurants. I got the idea. The last liquor store we stuck up, remember? All the customers kept coming in.
Yeah.
You got the idea, taking their wallets. Now that was a good idea.
Thank you.
Made more from the wallets than we did from the register.
Yes, we did.
A lot of people come to restaurants.
A lot of wallets.
Pretty smart, huh?
Pretty smart.
The 1994 film Pulp Fiction is arguably one of the best movies by Quentin Tarantino. Some may argue, myself included, one of the best movies period. It's a brilliant sequence of events with a muted yet stark aesthetic, biting and funny dialogue with twists and turns that keep you on your toes. Most notably, the story is told out of order, with a timeline of events so jumbled and mixed up that it takes a while to piece the whole story together. So, what exactly is the chronological order of events of Pulp Fiction? Just to cover my bases and yours, I'm obviously spoiling Pulp Fiction in this video. If you haven't seen Pulp Fiction yet, your YouTube rabbit hole has brought you to the wrong part of the internet. Abort mission, watch Pulp Fiction, and then come back to this video. Pulp Fiction presents 3 intertwined stories that feature a small but strong cast of characters. Now, one thing I never realized until I started trying to figure out the chronology of events is that this movie takes place over the same 1 or 2 days. Look, I'm not saying I'm an idiot and I thought the film took place over many years or something. I'm just saying that I never thought about it and didn't realize that the actual events are very closely related and happen almost literally one after the other once you put it all in chronological order. And it's really cool how it all works out and how each scene leaves a clue as to where you are in the timeline based on the character's clothes or dialogue.
We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
This was a really fun exercise. The stories in Pulp Fiction are presented in the form of episodes or chapters. So let's take a look at how they are presented in the runtime of the movie, and at the end of the video we'll look at how the lineup changes based on the actual chronology of events. In the movie, first we have the prologue at the diner, then the prelude to Vincent Vega and Marcellus Wallace's wife, leading up to Vincent Vega and Marcellus Wallace's wife, then the Gold Watch sequence, which also includes a flashback, the Bonnie situation, and finally, epilogue at the diner. Let's start parsing this together. We start, obviously, with the flashback. It's the mid-70s and Christopher Walken speaks to a young Bruce Willis about his father. This is a hilariously weird scene about Butch's father's gold watch and how it got to Butch's possession. This watch is the cause of much conflict between Butch and his girlfriend later in the movie. After this, we enter the first proper scene of the movie, introducing Jules and Vincent, played by Sam Jackson and John Travolta respectively. They start in the car talking about Amsterdam and the metric system. They walk up to Brad's house and have my favorite dialogue exchange in the movie where they talk about Tony Rocky Horror.
You remember Antoine Rockamora? Half black, half Samoan. Used to call him Tony Rocky Horror.
Yeah, maybe fat, right?
I wouldn't go so far as to call the brother fat. I mean, he got a weight problem. What's the nigga gonna do? He's Samoan.
Then they get up to shenanigans in Brad's house, kill everyone except Marvin, and get ready to leave. After this, we get the events of the Bonnie situation, where the one straggler at Brad's house tries to kill them but fails. Then Vincent accidentally shoots Marvin in the face in their car.
Oh, what the fuck's happening? Oh, man. Oh, man, I shot Marvin in the face. Why the fuck you do that? I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident.
And they're forced to hide out in Quentin Tarantino's house, where we hear him use some very dated language. Then in comes Harvey Keitel, cleans them up and sends them on their way. After this, we end up in the diner, with the prologue and the epilogue scene happening simultaneously. Jules and Vincent are having breakfast while discussing the level of dirtiness of certain animals. Then Vincent goes to the bathroom and Pumpkin and Honey Bunny attempt a diner robbery.
Any of you fucking pricks move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
Jules has his bad motherfucker moment where he shares his newfound wisdom with the couple and he leaves with Vincent without firing a single bullet. This is the last time we see Jules and Vincent together as they go to meet Marcellus Wallace and the events of the Gold Watch ensue. We see them walk into the bar while Butch speaks to Wallace. Following this, Butch goes on to his boxing match which he's supposed to lose, but he actually ends up killing the man he fights. This is happening in tandem with Vincent Vega and Marcellus Wallace's wife, where he first gets high on heroin, picks her up from her place, takes her to that insane bar that is both bizarre and aspirational at the same time. They compete and win the twist contest. He takes her home and she overdoses. While he's busy saving her, Butch is busy escaping with his winnings. He goes to the motel to grab his girlfriend, and when he realizes in the morning that she didn't bring his father's gold watch, he goes back to his apartment to get it. Runs into Vincent Vega, who is surprisingly right back to work considering the whopper of a day he had previously. Butch shoots Vega dead, then runs off, unfortunately coming into the path of Zed, the Gimp, and Marcellus Wallace. Rescuing Wallace from some genuinely weird shit, Butch agrees to leave town and never speak of this incident, takes Fabienne and leaves on Zed's chopper. So, the final order of events is as follows. The Gold Watch flashback, prelude to Vincent Vega and Marcellus Wallace's wife, the Bonnie situation, the dinner prologue, and epilogue happening simultaneously, Vincent Vega and Marcellus Wallace's wife in tandem with the Gold Watch, which extends into the next morning and finishes the film. And that's Pulp Fiction broken down. Now when you watch it, you'll know exactly what's happening when, and you can notice all the little clues in the scene that point you in the right direction. Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying these videos where I explain stuff from movies, leave me a comment and tell me what you enjoyed and what you'd like me to talk about next. Consider subscribing to my channel. It's the best way for me to know if people actually like what I'm doing and whether I should keep doing these things. Thanks for watching, and remember,
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.